Welcome to day 23 of 40 Seconds for 40 Days. In the 1750s, there was an enormous debate that broke out that nearly tore apart the Jewish community. There were two incredible rabbis of the time, Rabbi Yonasan Eibschitz and Rabbi Yaakov Emden. And each of these rabbis were holy in their own right. We still continue to benefit from so many of their illustrious writings and texts that they shared with us. But in that time, in that moment, there was a tremendous debate between Rav Emden and Rav Eibschitz. You see, Rav Emden, claimed that Rav Eibschitz was a Sabbatian follower, meaning he was a follower of Shabtai Tzvi, the infamous false messiah of the time. And he said that he wrote some amulets that seemed to imply that he was of these individuals who were deniers of Torah and absolutely against the Jewish way that was meant to be. And he therefore said we have to essentially rid ourselves of these writings and teachings of Rav Eibschitz. And there was just tremendous turmoil that filled the Jewish community, the broader Jewish nation, as these two giants were in such a terrible battle. In walks in the Nodeh B'Yehuda, Rav Yechezkel Landau, one of the great Gedolim of his time, although at this time that he wrote the letter that I'm about to describe, he was a relatively young rabbi. And he writes the letter, and I want to share the words with you because this introduction to the letter is really what it's all about. He writes, in writing this letter, my intention is neither to impugn nor to cast away. It is to bring together and to create peace in the world. The Nodeh B'Yehuda, in his absolute wisdom, even at a young age, he understood that these two Torah giants were locked in this battle, and this was tearing the fabric of the Jewish community apart. He only had one wish, which was to reunite them. Probably would never end up becoming best friends, but how do we solve this battle so that the entirety of the Jewish community can be one once again? And in sending this letter, he only had this one goal, to create shalom. How many of us spend our lives trying to create peace, not just between ourselves and others, but between two groups that theoretically have no relevance to us? When we see two individuals who are fighting, when we see two fellow Jews who do not get along, does it break us? Does it cause us to strive to connect them, or do we sort of turn the other cheek? As we get closer and closer to the highest, holiest days of the year, we have to strive not just to create shalom between ourselves and others, but even between other parties that we see in disagreement. If we can have a positive impact, we must seek that out, because as we help other relationships, ultimately it means that all of us will develop a stronger connection with the Almighty. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.